The 10 best steam irons for wrinkle-free clothes, tried and tested. Recommended by experts and tested at home, here are the best steam irons you can buy.
Madeleine Howell. Atti e garlic.
Related topics. First, homes, clothes, fashion advice.
07 ottobre 2025 7:27 di mattina BST. Gift this article free.
Best steam irons. Tefal Ultimate Pure Steam Iron and Russell Hobbs 1 Perfect Temperature Steam Iron on a yellow background. The products or services listed have been independently tested by our journalists. We earn a commission from the affiliate links in this article. Read more. Which is the best steam iron? It's important to know. According to a study by YouGov, doing the ironing is the household chore Brits hate the most. We buy wrinkle-free fabrics, hang clothes up as soon as we've washed them, and insist that linen is supposed to look artfully crumpled. Sometimes we just cheat and use a clothes steamer instead. Sound familiar? Then the best iron for clothes has to be one that makes the job as quick and easy as possible. Luckily, these days, smart technology can detect the fabric and automatically adjust the temperature accordingly. Or you can buy a 1-temperature iron, which ticks away at 140 C, apparently a temperature that works for a range of materials without causing damage. We've tried all sorts, including steam generator irons for bigger loads. You can read our full reviews below, followed by the answers to some frequently asked questions. If you're in a hurry, here's a quick look at our top 5. The best steam iron in 2025, at a glance.
Best Buy Steam Iron. Tefal Ultimate Pure Steam Iron. Best Value Steam Iron. Russell Hobbs 1 Perfect Temperature Steam Iron.
Best Cordless Steam Iron. Tefal FreeMove Air. Best Steam Iron for an upgrade. Philips Perfect Care 6000 Series Steam Generator Iron. Best Steam Iron for big laundry loads. Breville Diamond Express Steam Iron.
How we test steam irons.
Best steam irons tried and tested. Madeline and Hattie test steam irons on a range of fabrics. We, Madeline and Hattie, tested each steam iron for 2 weeks on multiple loads of laundry, including duvet covers, bedding and clothes of different materials, such as denim, linen, cotton, and polyester. We assessed each for maneuverability, design, temperature levels, and how quickly they heated up. We also considered how easy each was to refill, whether they had any safety features like an automatic turn-off, and whether they were corded or cordless. Here's our pick of the best, starting with our favorite. Why you can trust Telegraph recommended. Our thorough, real-world tests will always help you find the best product. No manufacturer ever sees Telegraph recommended reviews before publication, and we don't accept payment in exchange for favorable reviews, nor do we allow brands to pay for placement in our articles. All reviews are based on independent expert opinion and our hands-on testing. Visit our Who We Are page to learn more. The best steam irons of 2025.
1. Best Buy Steam Iron. Tefal Ultimate Pure Steam Iron.
£99.99, Amazon UK. Also available at Very, £149, Kai's, £159.99, and J.D. Williams, £159.99. Tefal Ultimate Pure Steam Iron against a yellow background. Score, 10 out of 10. We like, high wattage means this iron is the steamiest of all. We don't like, it leaks occasionally.
Sterlina, 99.99.
Buy now from Amazon UK. Or try these other retailers. £149 buy now from Very. £159.99 buy now from Kai's. Reviewed by Madeline Howell. This iron is Tefal's most powerful at 3100 W, so it gets hot extremely quickly. It's far more powerful and effective than the other irons I tried. It also boasts a microscale filter designed to stop scale from building up and ensure pure, filtered steam only. It works by capturing even the tiniest of scale particles polluting the steam chamber. It's also anti-drip to stop water stains and wet splotches. Much is also made of the Durilium Air Glide Auto Clean sole plate, and in fairness, I found it makes for fast, smooth gliding and the steam distribution emits evenly. The continuous steam output works well. It gets hot in a couple of seconds and immediately clouds with the desired crease-busting steam.
Tefal Ultimate Pure Steam Iron. Credit, Andrew Crowley.
The Tefal Ultimate Pure works well on curtains as well as hanging garments. It has a clearly labeled temperature dial, with thermostat settings labeled especially for linen, cotton, wool, silk and synthetics and dry ironing without steam. The Turbo Burst and Extra Steam button works well on cotton and linen. The water tank capacity is 350 milliliters and the cord 3 m in length, both plenty for everyday use. Like many irons, you can use it for vertical steaming as well as using a board, and it also has an auto-off function to mitigate the disaster of leaving it on unattended. It turns off after 30 seconds when horizontal and after 8 minutes when vertical. I'm impressed by the lengthy 10-year guarantee on the Tefal Ultimate Pure, and as far as irons go, it's not unattractive. Plus, thanks to the superior filter, I found I could trust it with my best shirts. Tick. Key specifications. Weight, 1.45 kilograms. Cord length, 3 m. Power, 3100 W.
Capacity, 350 millilitri. 2. Best Value Steam Iron. Russell Hobbs 1 Perfect Temperature Steam Iron.
£39 and 49 pence. Amazon UK. Also available at Debenhams, £39 and 49 pence. Wayfair, £34 and 98 pence. And B&Q, £39 and 49 pence. Russell Hobbs 1 Perfect Temperature Steam Iron against a yellow background. Score, 9 out of 10. We like, the single temperature setting leaves you less to think about. We don't like, not quite hot enough for the toughest of clothes.
Sterlina, 39.49.
Buy now from Amazon UK. Or try these other retailers. £39 and 49 pence buy now from Debenhams. £34 and 98 pence buy now from Wayfair. Reviewed by Madeline Howell. This iron has one temperature technology, which means it only has one setting which is safe to use on all ironable fabrics, around 140 C. You don't have to think about it being too hot, and you can also use it for vertical steaming. With 2600 W of power, it doesn't get quite as hot and steamy as the Tefal Ultimate Pure, but I like the spray nozzle and option to use a 210G steam shot to get rid of entrenched creases, although you have to wait 4 seconds between each shot. While the iron is safe on all ironable fabrics, check the label and washing instructions on your garments, you can also opt to use it for dry ironing as well as steam ironing. After all, certain types of fabrics are not suitable to be used with a steam function. For instance, silk and satin should be pressed with a dry iron. The self-cleaning function to stop scale building up is clever, too. Just select the self-clean button and hold it over a bowl to allow water and steam to wash scale and dust out of the sole plate. This works, but it does take time, so I'd have to say I prefer the inbuilt filter of the Tefal Pure Iron above as a point of comparison. The Russell Hobbs 1 Perfect Temperature is good value and comes with a 60-day money-back guarantee and has a 2-year guarantee for defects. A decent, affordable option. Key specifications. Weight, 1.7 kilograms. Cord length, 3 m. Power, 2600 W.
Capacity, 350 millilitri.
3. Best Steam Iron for Big Laundry Loads. Breville Diamond Express Steam Iron.
50 sterline, Argos.
Also available at Office Monster, £58 and 43 pence, Sainsbury's Online, £60, and Very, £64.
Score, 8 decimi.
We like, the choice, to cord or not to cord. We don't like, slightly clunky connection to recharging base.
Sterlina, 29.30.
Buy now from Amazon UK. Or try these other retailers. £39 and 99 pence buy now from Debenhams. £32 and 99 pence buy now from Wayfair. Reviewed by Hattie Garlic. This is another good, sensibly priced all-rounder. It heats from cold extremely fast, though it is not always immediately obvious, as the light that alerts you it is located slightly awkwardly under the handle. It glides notably smoothly over school uniforms, towels and silk shirts, all the while delivering an effective continuous steam, 50 G a minute, compared to the many others at 30. And, yes, you can actually tell the difference as you make speedier progress through your load. As with all cordless irons, though, you still have to replace it on the base and wait for it to charge at irritatingly regular intervals. Plus, that base is unnervingly lightweight. Its connection to the iron is a little clunky, meaning that it clattered to the floor a couple of times when I lifted the recharged iron. I also occasionally had to fiddle with the connection when switching to corded operation to make it connect securely. That said, the cord is good and long, so you are pretty mobile once attached. Plus, it has a nice thick Velcro strap permanently attached so you can wind it up without getting into a mess. The temperature is controlled by a single dial, but this one does not have different materials marked along its scale, so you have to know your fabrics, or proceed by trial and error. There is no auto-off switch for the forgetful or self-doubting. That said, the steam boost button is effective and, for the price, this is a workhorse. Key specifications. Weight, 1.3 kilograms. Cord length, 2.5 m. Power, 2800 W.
Capacity, 370 millilitri.
8. Best budget steam iron. Beldray 2, in, 1 cordless steam iron.
24 sterline e 93 penny. Robert Diaz.
Also available at George at Asda, £29, and Tesco stores, £30. Beldray 2, in, 1 cordless steam iron in a yellow background. Score, 8 out of 10. We like, speedy recharging makes for less frustration and faster chores. We don't like, the relatively small water tank.
Sterlina, 24.93.
Buy now from Robert Diaz. Or try these other retailers. £29 buy now from George at Asda. £30 buy now from Tesco stores. Reviewed by Hattie Garlic. This is a decent, no-nonsense all-rounder. And as someone who sees ironing as a necessary evil, I appreciated that. For a start, the price is sensible. If I want to spend fortunes on a prestige product, irons would not make the top, or even top 10, of my list. It is easy to fill and simple to get started, since you are not boggled by choices, settings, and buttons. A single dial adjusts the temperature, with different fabrics marked along its scale to speed your selection. There's a button for water spray to smooth out irritating creases, another to activate a comparatively powerful steam shot that I used on the cordless setting and with success on hanging clothes and curtains with success. So far, so straightforward. When used cordlessly, it connects effortlessly with its base and charges notably fast. Between reboosts, there's a pleasing amount of steam, a perfectly respectable 2600 W of power, and it glides easily across synthetic school uniforms, towels, and even silks. Still, I'm yet to be converted to cordless. Even 5 seconds spent waiting to iron feels like 5 too many to me, so I appreciate the fact that it converts easily to a corded iron. Just push a chunky switch on its base and it connects solidly to the iron.
The downsides.
The water tank is smaller than other tested models, which meant I had to fill it up more frequently between ironing sessions. It leaks a little, as they all do. The cord is also notably on the short side, which did restrict my movements. Also, there's no automatic switch off, so if, like me, you are plagued by the anxious conviction that you have left the house without switching it off, then this is not the iron for you. In the same range, if you still prefer a corded steam iron, Beldray's new Precision Steam Iron, £29.99, uses a single temperature mode for all fabrics to take the fuss out of choosing the correct temperature. You can still control the steam with a dial on the front. Key specifications. Weight, 2.06 kilograms. Cord length, 1.9 m. Power, 2600 W.
Capacity, 230 millilitri.
9. Best cordless steam iron. Tefal Free Move Air Cordless Steam Iron. £79. Very. Tefal Free Move Air Cordless Steam Iron on a yellow background. Score, 8 out of 10. We like, it's lighter than other cordless irons and easy to set up and use. We don't like, the steam iron can't balance on its own base, so needs replacing in the charging dock if you need both hands.
Sterlina, 79.
By now. Price at. Very. Reviewed by Madeline Howell. I like the Tefal Ultimate Pure, our best buy, because of its high power, but if buying a cordless iron is your preference, you might also consider Tefal's cordless but less powerful model, the Tefal Free Move Air, which offers more freedom of movement and removes the risk of tripping over any wires. That's particularly handy if you're ironing while kids or pets are scampering about around you.
Score, 9 decimi.
We like the big water tank. We don't like the slight ebb and flow of steam power.
Sterlina, 50.
Buy now from Argos. Or try these other retailers. £58.43 buy now from Office Monster. £60 buy now from Sainsbury's online. Reviewed by Hattie Garlic. Diamonds are a girl's best friend, and while this iron definitely did not make me want to bail out on drinks in order to stay at home with housework for company, it did make a dull chore a little easier. There is an actual diamond in the sole plate and groovy steam transfer channels running across it. Which, if either of these makes a real difference, is anyone's guess, but the iron is genuinely and comparatively smooth and direct compared to others in the price range. It is also notably wide, which sped up the process of ironing my sheets and duvets. It has a continuous steam rate of 70 G, more than any of the others, barring the Philips, and the extra steam shot of 200 G made efficient work of my crumpled towels. My only quibble was that the steam did ebb and flow slightly as I worked. Still, it leaked very little indeed, and it turns off automatically if left upright and unused for 15 minutes, and after 30 seconds if left horizontally. I tried, so you don't have to, and can confirm it did work, leaving no burn on my tablecloth. Oh, and it has rose gold detailing, for those who want their chores to have a little glitz to them. Key specifications. Weight, 1.63 kilograms. Cord length, 3 m. Power, 3100 W.
Capacity, 400 millilitri. 4 Best Steam Generator Iron. Tefal Express Essential SV 6116 Steam Generator Iron.
£79 and 99 pence. Amazon UK.
Tefal Express Essential SV 6116 Steam Generator Iron on a yellow background.
Score, 9 out of 10. We like super efficient smoothing of all creases.
We don't like the annoying ticking sound. Sterlina, 79.99.
Buy now from Amazon UK. Reviewed by Hattie Garlic. Tefal says this iron will cut your ironing time by 30%, and while I can't show my workings, my experience suggests that this is actually, surprisingly, about correct. It is a steam generator iron, meaning that the base is a chunky water tank. It is neither a beautiful nor a small thing. The iron itself, though, takes the classic lightweight form, and once you've left it attached to the base for a couple of minutes to heat, you're off. It did leak a little as I ironed the first t-shirt in my pile, but that tapered off quickly. You do also have to hold the trigger on the underside of the handle at all times to produce steam, so not for those with arthritic hands, perhaps. Plus, you need to manually adjust the temperature for different fabrics, which in itself is no bore, but the dial is positioned directly beneath the trigger you hold down to produce steam, and it moves with the lightest of touches, so do be careful not to knock it accidentally. These, though, are quibbles. The iron produces a prodigious and steady stream of steam, even when switched to an energy-saving eco mode. It cuts through my ironing quicker than any other I tested. One final point. Steam production is accompanied by a constant and not entirely melodious mechanical ticking sound. It is not deafening, but nor is it a whisper. So it could go either way. It will either fade into the background and you will forget about it, or it will drill its way into your brain and send you insane. It was the former for me, but I make no promises. Key specifications. Weight, 3.15 kilograms. Cord length, 1.7 m. Power, 2600 W. Capacity, 1.7 L. 5. Best steam iron for an upgrade. Philips Perfect Care 6000 Series Steam Generator Iron. £265 and 99 pence. Amazon UK. Also available at John Lewis & Partners. £265 and 99 pence. Philips Perfect Care 6000 Series Steam Generator Iron on a yellow background. Score, 9 out of 10. We like absolutely no burns, guaranteed. We don't like the price.
Sterlina, 265.99.
Buy now from Amazon UK. Or try this other retailer. £265 and 99 pence. Buy now from John Lewis & Partners. Reviewed by Hattie Garlic. If a Bond villain ironed, this is what he'd use. It's a steam generator iron, meaning the water tank sits in the detachable base, rather than in the iron itself. It's actually relatively small by steam generator standards and easy to store. To use, you fill the water tank, click the iron into the base, plug it in and wait for 2 minutes for it to heat up. You need to hold the trigger constantly to get consistent steam, which could be a pain, but it glides across fabrics like a figure skater. There are no temperature settings. It auto-adjusts for different fabrics. You can leave it flat on your clothes, walk away, make tea and come back to it, burn-free. I tried, on my husband's t-shirt, of course. Another miracle. I spotted absolutely no drips. It emits 130 G/min continuous steam. That's around 100 G more than many others reviewed here. Press the power button for 2 seconds and it switches to a max setting that delivers up to 600 G, 4 or more times than most, and you can see the difference. It makes short work of deep creases. On this max setting and used vertically, the machine made an immediate and visible difference to my heavy, wrinkled curtains. All in all, if a machine were to convert me to ironing, it would be this one. But then, at this price, it would have to. Key specifications. Weight, 1.2 kilograms. Cord length, 1.65 m. Power, 2400 W. Capacity, 1.8 L.
6. Best Steam Iron for Power, Russell Hobbs Power Steam Ultra. 54 sterline e 69 penny, Debenhams.
Also available at Wayfair, £36.99, B&Q, £37.95, and George at Asda, £50.
Russell Hobbs Power Steam Ultra on a yellow background.
Score, 9 out of 10. We like an iron capable of a 210G burst of steam to power through deep creases with ease. We don't like, must be cautious when setting aside, as it steams after you release the button.
Sterlina, 54.69.
Buy now from Debenhams. Or try these other retailers. £36.99 buy now from Wayfair. £37.95 buy now from B&Q. Reviewed by Madeline Howell. The Power Steam Ultra's unique selling point is a 210G burst of steam which efficiently decreases even starchy denim or linen. It also has a slower, continuous 70G continuous shot of steam to more gently remove cotton creases. It heats up fast, and the variable steam function means I can also control the level of steam applied intuitively. I would trust the steam function with the most delicate of delicate silks, fragile wools, and other sensitive fibers when held at a distance. For me, the vertical steam function is a must, as it means I can easily steam creases from dresses on the hanger and curtains on the rail. I also like the quick water spray function, which is useful to briefly